Scream if you must, but you'll never be going home.
Hello everybody, this is Halloween Haunt here, and welcome back to another review. This review is going to be on the Forgotten Farmer from Spirit Halloween 2018. This guy was made by Pan Creations and was featured in the Spirit Acres Farm theme for $69.99. In my personal opinion, I think that's a fine price for this animatronic, and you'll get to see why in a second. But first, let's get into the guy himself. So, Forgotten Farmer is this pitchfork farmer head, and his eyes move, his mouth moves, and his eyes light up. He's a pretty cool prop, but I do have some flaws with him. I will be rating this guy out of a 5 this time. I know we're gonna prop out of 5 in a long time, but since this guy is kind of more of a smaller animatronic, I mean it's still of course kind of a taller one, like 5 foot. But since he's not really, has a lot of things from since his head's basically the rest of this animatronic, from the neck down is not really a lot of things. I'll rate him out of a 5. This guy is really cool. I like his animation, and I think it's very impressive for a $70 prop. But this guy's quality does have some pretty big flaws. This is my second Forgotten Farmer. My first one, actually, the mouth stopped working. I was like, what the heck? And I returned it for a new one. This one does not have any problems yet with the eyes or anything on the head. Everything works. But the poles are starting to crack. They were starting to crack last night. I noticed that this pole was detached from this. And this is supposed to be one pole, but it actually came detached, so I re-glued that. But the biggest con is right here. It was starting to crack. You can see it right there. It was starting to crack right here on these both sides, and it was splitting up. So what I did, and this piece was also loose right here. So what I did was I glued that piece, and then I made sure that this glue was in there. So it's pretty much fine now. I have to be careful with it, though. I don't trust it still. Of course, I don't know if it's going to last that long. There's a crack up here also, but this part isn't broken, so I'm not worried about that yet. It hasn't really affected it yet, so I don't know what it'll do. But yeah, he doesn't lean that much anymore. I mean, he barely leans, but he's pretty much fine right now. He looks pretty much good to go for Halloween. I am using this guy on Halloween. He's going in my front lawn. It's supposed to rain, so I'll make sure this guy is covered up and you won't get any rain in him. Make sure his eyes are covered so that they won't, get any rain in them. So I'll make sure he's fine. But overall, he's a pretty cool animatronic. I do like some of his looks. I like the fact that his his pitchfork farmer head, and I like his teeth and his eyes, and they're just really cool. Some eyes can get a little deformed, not deformed, what am I saying? A little weird, like they can get a little lopsided right here, as you can see. That's not really normal. I mean, it is, but it doesn't look that cool. My other one personally looks better, but, that one stopped working, so I had to get this one. But yeah, I have to fix that eye. You can probably unscrew the eye and fix that yourself, but I would probably fix it after Halloween, maybe. But what this guy does have is pretty cool. He does not come with an adapter, so I just brought one. I'll probably buy one for him soon. But basically, this guy has a adapter, volume control, a step pad. Is that a step pad and try me? And is that a speaker jack? I can't really see that. Yeah, it's a speaker jack and a try me. And then there's the on and off, and then there's a speaker. But a pretty cool thing about this, as you can see here, there is a funny and a scary mode. So you hear his funny phrases are pretty cool. So we'll hear that. So here's his scary mode. It's pretty cool. So here's another phrase. Not this one, sorry. Let's see. That's fine. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm gonna fix that. This guy's pretty cool, though. Overall, I think he's really cool.
Man, what a headache! Too much moonshine last night, again. Go ahead, take a good look. I'm not going anywhere.
But it's pretty cool. I like his animation and I like his looks, but his quality can be a lot better. And I know his step pad is not going to work either. I wouldn't recommend using step pad and paintation props. I just tried out a step pad on my Escape from the Grave and it did not work. This guy actually has a fine sensor, and I know Escape from the Grave and Haunted Show don't really have the best sensors, especially Escape from the Grave is really bad. But he's pretty cool. And overall, I'm going to give him out of a 5, a 3.5 out of 5. There's also an option where you can take this out, this part here with the stakes, and have just a ground stake right here. You can have like a ground stake, which is pretty cool if you want to put it in the ground. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to subscribe. And this is Halloween Haunted.
Time to go! Let's light 'em up!